The smartest camping setup isn't always the biggest, it's the one that stays compact on the road and expands when you actually need the space. Trigano Squaw is a folding caravan designed for campers who want more comfort without towing the size and weight of a conventional travel trailer. When it's on the road, its compact design makes towing and storage much easier. But once you reach the campsite, the caravan unfolds to create a much more spacious living area, making it suitable for family trips, weekend getaways, and camping adventures with friends. One of its biggest advantages is its modular design. Owners can add optional accessories and customize the caravan according to their travel style and camping needs. A laptop can fit almost anywhere, but its single screen can quickly become a bottleneck. This foldable setup adds a much larger workspace without building a permanent desk. Dual monitor. Foldable Smart KVM expands a laptop into a portable multi-screen workstation. Instead of carrying separate monitors and a collection of cables, its foldable design provides 2 additional displays in a setup that can travel between home, the office, or different work locations. The extra screen space can make multitasking much easier. Documents, messages, browser windows, and creative software can stay visible at the same time, reducing the need to constantly switch between applications. But there's another feature that makes this setup especially useful for people working with multiple computers. Its built-in KVM, which stands for keyboard, video, and mouse, allows compatible computers to share the same keyboard and mouse. When the nearest power outlet is nowhere in sight, staying comfortable becomes a different problem, and this portable air conditioner is built specifically for that situation. EcoFlow Wave Portable air conditioner brings cooling to places where a conventional air conditioner isn't practical. Its compact design makes it easier to take along for camping trips, RV travel, van adventures, or stays in remote locations. The system can work with a compatible EcoFlow battery, allowing it to operate away from a constant household power supply. It is designed to cool smaller spaces, while selected models also include heating for colder conditions. Control is handled through the EcoFlow mobile app, where users can adjust settings and monitor the unit's operation. Powering it is also flexible, with options including AC electricity, solar panels, and EcoFlow portable power stations. That combination makes the Wave more than a cooling appliance for a fixed room. What if your tiny home could become more than twice its size in just 15 minutes? The Grande S1 turns that idea into a practical mobile living space. Grande S1 is an expandable tiny home designed to combine the freedom of a trailer with the comfort of a full-sized living space. When traveling, the home starts at approximately 140 square feet. But once it reaches its destination, the expandable structure can transform into roughly 364 square feet of usable space in about 15 minutes. That's enough room for a proper living room, kitchen, bedroom, and full bathroom, giving occupants many of the everyday conveniences normally associated with a traditional home. The structure uses insulated polyurethane wall and roof panels, a laminate-covered plywood floor, and a high-tensile steel frame. These materials are designed to provide durability while helping improve thermal efficiency. Inside, the Grande S1 includes a 120-volt electrical system, air conditioning, a water heater, and standard RV water hookups. A wheelchair built for the ground was transformed into something that could move beneath the water, turning a familiar symbol of mobility into an entirely different kind of experience. Sue Austin's Underwater wheelchair is an unusual project that brings together engineering, performance art, and personal expression. Artist and wheelchair user Sue Austin worked with engineers to modify a conventional wheelchair for controlled movement beneath the water. The design uses battery-powered propulsion along with underwater control surfaces, allowing Austin to move, turn, dive, and glide through the water. But the engineering is only one part of what makes the project remarkable. During underwater performances, Austin operates the modified wheelchair in ways that can look almost weightless, creating scenes that blur the line between mobility device and artistic performance. A vehicle that can drive down a road and then enter the water without changing into a separate machine sounds impractical, yet this unusual design was built around exactly that idea. Watercar Panther Pro Drive is an amphibious vehicle designed to combine the basic abilities of an off-road car and a powered boat. Built by California-based Watercar, the Panther can operate on land before entering the water and continuing as a boat. Its power comes from a 3.7-liter Honda V6, while published figures place its performance at roughly 70 to 80 miles per hour on land and up to about 44 miles per hour on water, depending on configuration and conditions. A humanoid robot doesn't need to be full-sized to perform surprisingly complex movements, and Unitree's G1 is built to prove just how capable a compact machine can become. Unitree's G1 humanoid robot stands around 1.32 meters tall and weighs about 35 kilograms, but its compact frame is designed for surprisingly dynamic movement. With 23 degrees of freedom, the robot can walk, run, and perform demanding movements, including acrobatic motions. To understand its surroundings, the G1 combines multiple sensors and cameras. A home gym usually demands a dedicated room, but this compact fitness system is designed to combine equipment, guided workouts, and digital coaching in one space-saving setup. 8K1 is a smart home fitness system designed to bring structured training into a smaller living space. Its compact, foldable design allows the equipment to take up significantly less room than many conventional home gym setups. But the hardware is only part of the system. The K1 provides a large library of guided workouts covering areas such as strength training, Pilates, yoga, and aerobic exercise, giving users different ways to train depending on their goals. AI-assisted coaching adds another layer. Motion tracking can monitor how the user performs movements and provide feedback during workouts, while the system can use performance information to help create more personalized training sessions. The K1 also goes beyond individual exercises with fitness assessments that can evaluate areas such as strength, flexibility, and cardiovascular performance. So instead of filling a room with separate equipment, the system combines training guidance, movement tracking, and fitness monitoring into one connected platform. An aircraft needs a runway, but a new generation of airships is being designed around a different idea: carrying people and cargo while needing far less ground. Aeronova airships explore a different approach to air transportation, combining the long-duration capabilities of an airship with modern structural and control technologies. Their semi-rigid construction is designed to provide a more controlled structure than traditional soft airships, while mechanized mooring systems are intended to make handling the large vehicles easier when they're on the ground. Another interesting feature is where they can operate. Rather than depending entirely on conventional airports, the concept allows the airships to land on relatively small pads or even suitable areas of water. A camping setup that normally takes time can unfold from the roof of a vehicle and become a comfortable sleeping space within just a few minutes. Aircruiser Rooftop Tent turns a compatible vehicle into a mobile campsite without the usual ground-level tent setup. Its fold and inflate design uses a built-in electric air pump, allowing the tent to inflate automatically in just a few minutes. But speed is only part of the design. Its thermal regulating polycotton shell is built for 4-season use, helping the interior stay more comfortable across changing temperatures. Inside, large sky windows bring in natural light and open up panoramic views, while blackout curtains can block unwanted light and provide privacy when it's time to sleep. With around 57 inches of headroom, there's also enough vertical space to sit up and relax rather than staying confined to a low sleeping area. And when the adventure is over, the tent folds back into a more compact form for transport and storage. The result is a rooftop shelter designed to make turning a vehicle into a comfortable campsite faster, simpler, and more convenient. What if your dream home could sail across the water, generate its own power, and live comfortably without relying on the electrical grid? Arcup 75 is a luxury floating villa that blends waterfront living with modern sustainable technology. Instead of being permanently anchored in one place, it uses electric thrusters to move across the water before hydraulic legs lift the structure above the surface for added stability during changing weather conditions. Designed for off-grid living, the Arcup 75 is equipped with solar panels and a rainwater collection system, allowing it to operate with greater independence from traditional utilities. Inside, the spacious layout includes 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a comfortable living room, a fully equipped kitchen, and a private balcony, offering many of the comforts found in a luxury home. A compact boat reaches speeds normally associated with much larger performance craft, yet its most interesting feature is the unusual structure keeping it stable across the water. Helicat is a lightweight high-speed catamaran built around one unusual idea: using 2 hulls to combine stability with speed. Instead of relying on a single body, Its twin-hull layout spreads the boat across the water, while keeping the overall design light and streamlined. According to the supplied specifications, it can reach 40 knots, giving this compact craft a much more performance-focused character than a typical leisure boat. The open cockpit keeps passengers directly connected to the surroundings, with a wide view of the water as the boat moves. Its low center of gravity and high buoyancy are designed to support stable, predictable handling. Navigation and safety equipment are also integrated, while optional features let owners tailor the boat to their needs. Digital images normally stay trapped inside a screen, but this device uses speed and precisely timed light to make those images appear as though they're floating in open space. Hildor's 3D holographic fan creates the appearance of digital images floating freely in the air without using a conventional screen. The device contains a rapidly rotating structure fitted with LED lights. As it spins, the LEDs turn on and off at precisely timed moments. Because the movement is extremely fast, the human eye combines those flashes into a complete image that appears suspended in space. The effect can display logos, text, graphics, and other digital content, giving ordinary visual advertising a much more futuristic appearance. This makes the technology useful in environments where attracting attention matters, including shops, exhibitions, events, advertising areas, and demonstrations. But there is an important detail behind the illusion. There isn't actually a solid holographic object floating in front of you. The effect comes from rapid rotation combined with carefully controlled light. Building a robot that walks is difficult, but creating one that's stronger, smarter, and capable of working alongside humans is an even greater challenge. Humanoid robot GR2 is the latest generation humanoid robot from Fourier Intelligence, designed with major improvements over its predecessor, the GR1. The new model is taller, stronger, and more refined, featuring a redesigned body that gives it a more complete and human-like appearance. Beyond its updated design, the GR2 offers greater dexterity, allowing it to perform more precise movements and interact more naturally with its surroundings. Powerful actuators provide increased strength, enabling the robot to handle heavier lifting and more demanding physical tasks than earlier versions. These upgrades make it better suited for research, robotics development, and future applications where humans and robots may work side by side. Rather than focusing only on raw power, the GR2 represents a step toward creating more capable and adaptable humanoid machines. It highlights how robotics technology continues to advance toward building intelligent assistants that can safely operate in real-world environments. A projector small enough to carry in one hand can turn an ordinary wall into a much larger screen, but its real advantage appears when you leave the living room behind. Nebula Capsule Air is built around a simple idea: bring big-screen entertainment wherever you need it without carrying a bulky projector. Its compact, handheld body can easily fit into a backpack, making it practical for bedrooms, trips, camping, or outdoor movie nights. But portability is only part of the story. Built-in Google TV gives the projector direct access to a range of streaming apps, so there is less need for additional streaming hardware. Once you find a place to set it up, automatic focus helps sharpen the picture, while automatic keystone correction adjusts the image so it appears properly aligned. Most motorcycles rely on two wheels for balance, but this electric vehicle proves that one carefully controlled wheel can be enough. Renault one-wheel electric motorcycle takes a completely different approach to personal transportation by balancing on a single wheel instead of two. Developed by Renault Motors, this compact electric vehicle uses self-balancing gyroscopic technology to help the rider remain stable while moving through city streets. Its small footprint makes it easier to navigate crowded urban areas, fit into tight parking spaces, and handle short daily commutes. The smallest AI device you carry might soon become the one you interact with the most, not because it's powerful, but because it feels surprisingly alive. AB Pocket Pet brings artificial intelligence into a compact companion that fits comfortably in your pocket. Despite its small size, it offers an interactive experience by recognizing faces, responding to touch, and expressing itself through animated facial expressions and playful movements. Powered by advanced AI conversation technology, it can answer questions, hold natural conversations, and assist with everyday tasks such as setting reminders, alarms, and providing useful daily updates. Its built-in motion system makes each interaction feel more engaging, giving the device a personality that goes beyond a typical digital assistant. Designed for both entertainment and practical use, AIBI Pocket Pet demonstrates how AI can become more personal and accessible without requiring large hardware. Whether you're looking for a smart assistant or simply an interactive companion, this miniature robot shows how portable technology is evolving into something that feels more responsive, expressive, and connected, offering a glimpse into the future of everyday AI companions. When every second matters in a water rescue, reaching someone can be harder than finding them, especially when the victim is below the surface. Seabob Rescue is an electric rescue vehicle designed to operate both on the water's surface and beneath it, giving emergency teams another way to reach people in difficult situations. Hand-built in Germany, the vehicle uses an electric water jet propulsion system that allows it to dive to depths of up to 40 meters while maintaining responsive control. Its drive system incorporates carbon fiber components along with ceramic coatings and corrosion-resistant metals, helping protect the equipment from demanding marine conditions. For the operator, a centrally positioned display provides important information during a mission, including diving depth and water temperature. The lightweight design is intended to support rapid deployment, while different rescue accessories can be added depending on the operation. On the International Space Station, even taking a simple photograph can require valuable astronaut time, so JAXA created a camera that can fly itself. Intball 2 is a free-flying camera robot developed to help astronauts with photography and video tasks aboard the International Space Station. Rather than requiring a crew member to hold and position a camera for every shot, the robotic system can move through the station on its own. Its navigation software and propulsion system allow it to maneuver through the station's confined interior, while its high-resolution camera system captures images and video from different positions. This matters because documentation is a regular part of life in orbit, but every minute astronauts spend managing cameras is time they could use for other work. What if changing from a car to a train or ferry didn't mean leaving your seat, because the passenger cabin itself could move between different forms of transport? Kawasaki Alice System explores a future where transportation could become more connected by moving the passenger cabin instead of moving passengers between separate vehicles. The concept centers around a compact cabin designed to carry up to 4 people. Rather than ending a journey whenever one mode of transport reaches its limit, the cabin is envisioned as being able to connect with different transportation systems. Camping shelters usually rely on familiar walls and roofs, but this design takes inspiration from one of the oldest shelter shapes and gives it a distinctly modern outdoor purpose. Aurora Hut Igloo brings the recognizable form of an igloo into a modern outdoor shelter designed for a different kind of camping experience. Its rounded structure immediately sets it apart from conventional tents and cabins. Instead of a rectangular floor plan, the curved form creates a more enclosed interior while giving the shelter its distinctive character. The shape isn't simply a visual choice. A compact, rounded structure can create a practical space for relaxing and spending time outdoors without relying on the familiar design of a traditional camping shelter. For outdoor enthusiasts, that difference can make an overnight stay feel less like ordinary camping and more like having a small private retreat in the middle of nature. What makes the Aurora Hut Igloo interesting is this combination of simplicity and unusual design. It takes the basic idea of portable shelter and presents it in a form that feels completely different. And once camping starts moving beyond traditional tent shapes, it raises an interesting question. How far can shelter design go while still keeping the experience simple? A camera can capture a great image, but perfectly repeating the same smooth movement is much harder, unless the motion itself can be programmed. Head 1 Motorized Camera head is designed to take precise camera movement out of the hands of the operator. Instead of manually controlling every motion, its motorized system handles smooth panning and tilting, helping creators produce more consistent footage. The real advantage becomes clear when a shot needs to be repeated. Using its companion mobile app, users can program specific camera movements and reproduce them when needed. That makes the system useful for product videos, interviews, cinematic scenes, and time-lapse photography where consistent motion can make a major difference. Despite its capabilities, the camera head remains compact enough to travel with, while supporting a wide range of cameras and accessories. For content creators, this means less time trying to physically reproduce the same movement and more control over the final shot. From social media productions to commercial work, The Head 1 brings automated motion control into a smaller, more accessible setup. Four wheels can struggle where the ground becomes uneven, but Kawasaki's unusual four-legged machine is designed to move across terrain by walking over it. Kawasaki CORLEO is a futuristic off-road mobility concept that combines motorcycle engineering with robotics. Instead of using wheels, it moves on four robotic legs, giving the machine a different way to handle uneven terrain. The rear legs use a swing arm mechanism inspired by motorcycle technology, allowing them to move independently and absorb shocks as CORLEO travels. That helps the rider maintain a position where the terrain ahead remains visible. Control is also unlike a conventional vehicle. Riders shift their body weight in a way similar to riding a horse, while machine-assisted functions are designed to help with navigating challenging environments. Power comes from hydrogen. The fuel is stored in a canister in the rear section and used by a hydrogen engine in the front to generate electricity for the vehicle. The next generation of AI isn't just becoming smarter, it's beginning to develop a personality that changes every time you interact with it. Ego Science QB is a compact AI desktop robot designed to bring personality and interaction into everyday spaces. Rather than functioning like a standard voice assistant, it responds with expressive animations, playful movements, and changing behaviors that make each interaction feel unique. Owning two vehicles may not be necessary when one electric machine can change its shape to match the job in just 3 minutes. Surge S32 is an electric vehicle that combines the practicality of a three-wheeler with the convenience of a scooter in a single design. Developed by Surge Future Mobility, it can transform between the two configurations in about 3 minutes, allowing users to switch from carrying passengers or cargo to personal transportation whenever needed. Instead of modifying one vehicle for every task, the S32 uses separate powertrains for each mode, ensuring both the scooter and the three-wheeler operate efficiently in their own roles. The conversion process is designed to work on different surface conditions, making it practical for everyday use. Both modes also feature independent charging systems, so each can be charged separately. Built entirely as a pure electric vehicle, it looks like a smaller version of a legendary World War II fighter, but beneath its classic lines, this aircraft uses modern materials, avionics, and a modern turbocharged engine. SW-51 is a 70% scale ultralight aircraft inspired by the iconic P-51 Mustang, bringing the visual character of a classic fighter into a modern recreational aircraft. The resemblance isn't limited to its overall shape. Details such as simulated rivets and a Merlin-style engine sound system are designed to strengthen the connection with aviation history. Underneath that vintage appearance, however, the construction is distinctly modern. The aircraft uses a carbon fiber structure, retractable landing gear, and a Garmin G3X glass cockpit that replaces many traditional instruments with a modern digital flight display. Camping doesn't always need a campsite, because this inflatable shelter lets you carry your living space onto the water and explore from a completely different position. Kraz Inflatable Boathouse CRB, also known as the Electricat 450, combines a floating shelter with the mobility of an inflatable electric boat. Designed for recreational use, it can accommodate up to 6 people, creating space for relaxing, fishing, or spending a night on the water. Instead of relying on a conventional fuel-powered setup, it uses electric propulsion with solar-assisted charging, providing a quieter way to move across suitable waterways. Its inflatable construction also changes how the boat is transported. The entire unit can be folded into a compact form, making storage and transportation easier without needing a trailer or permanent dock. Inside, a cushioned inflatable floor adds comfort, while multiple windows and ventilation openings help keep the interior bright and allow air to circulate. Together, these features create something between a boat and a floating campsite. On lakes, rivers, and calm coastal waters, the Kraz offers a different way to relax and experience the outdoors, without staying on land. A familiar tabletop can become the stage for an entire digital world, where virtual landscapes and game elements appear to rise directly from the surface. Tilt 5 AR gaming system takes traditional tabletop gaming and adds a layer of augmented reality directly over the physical game board. Instead of looking at everything through a normal display, players wear lightweight AR glasses that make detailed 3D environments appear on the tabletop. The experience becomes more interactive through a handheld controller, allowing players to engage with these virtual worlds while still using the physical space in front of them. Luxury yachts traditionally emphasize elegance and open space, but one striking concept borrows the aggressive styling of hypercars and applies it to an entirely different environment. Xenos. The hyperyacht is a luxury yacht concept that takes inspiration from high-performance automobiles and applies that visual language to marine design. Its exterior immediately breaks away from traditional yacht styling. Sharp lines, a low-profile silhouette, and an aggressive appearance give the vessel a character more commonly associated with a high-end performance car than a conventional luxury yacht. That automotive influence runs through the entire concept, with the emphasis placed not only on creating a large vessel, but on making its shape distinctive from virtually every angle. Inside, the atmosphere changes completely. The concept focuses on luxury and relaxation, creating a deliberate contrast with the dramatic exterior. That combination is what makes Xenos particularly interesting. The outside suggests speed and performance, while the interior is designed around comfort. Outdoor comfort usually means carrying bulky furniture, but this lightweight lounger takes a different approach by folding down into a package small enough to carry almost anywhere. Z-Lounger is a portable outdoor chair designed to provide the comfort of a larger lounge seat without the usual weight and bulk. At just 4.6 kilograms, it folds into a compact form similar to a yoga mat, making it practical for camping trips, beach days, road adventures, and outdoor events. Its lightweight frame uses high-performance composite materials designed to handle sunlight, moisture, and uneven outdoor surfaces. The backrest can also be adjusted smoothly, allowing users to move from an upright sitting position into a fully reclined posture without complicated mechanical systems. Another unusual feature is the absence of a permanent cushion. Instead, the Z-Lounger works with standard mats up to 185 by 65 centimeters. What if the smartphone on your desk could suddenly feel less like a device and more like a companion that responds to you? Louis Robot transforms an ordinary smartphone into an interactive AI desktop companion. Instead of functioning as a traditional phone stand, it magnetically connects to your smartphone and combines it with ChatGPT to create a more natural conversational experience. Expressive facial animations and body movements give the robot a personality that makes everyday interactions feel more engaging. Beyond conversation, Louis includes practical features such as face recognition, the ability to capture photos and memorable moments, and built-in 15-watt wireless charging to keep your phone powered throughout the day. Designed for both productivity and entertainment, it aims to simplify common desktop tasks while adding a more personal touch to how users interact with their devices. Rather than replacing your smartphone, Louis expands what it can do from the comfort of your desk. With an early bird price of $129, it offers an affordable glimpse into how AI companions could become part of everyday life in the future. Instead of simply crossing the water's surface, one unusual craft puts the rider inside an enclosed machine designed to make underwater movement the center of the experience. Seabreacher X is an unusual personal watercraft designed to give recreational riders a more immersive way to experience the water. Its enclosed cockpit separates it from conventional boats and jet skis, placing the rider inside the vehicle rather than exposed above it. The design draws heavily from marine animals, with a body shape and movement style that make the craft look more like an aquatic creature than a traditional watercraft. Swimmers normally have to finish a length before checking their performance, but these goggles put key workout data directly in front of their eyes while they keep moving. Form Smart Swim 2 brings a digital display into the swimming experience, allowing athletes to see important workout information without stopping to check another device. Through the goggles' augmented reality display, supported metrics such as distance, time, and heart rate can appear directly within the swimmer's view. That means performance information stays available while the workout continues. The goggles also feature an updated design with improved eye seals for a more comfortable fit,